you don't. Blue Diamond Almonds.
It's up, and it is good.
More than a snack.
I'm Anya from Bakersfield, and this is my power. When I was growing up, I used to leave the lights on, the radio on, everything. I don't want my kids to do that. With the smart meter program, we were able to see what you've used last year compared to this.
Well, in an historic vote, the U.S. Senate voted today to confirm the first Hispanic woman to serve as a federal judge in Northern California. Alameda County Superior Court Judge Yvonne Gonzalez Rogers was nominated by President Obama back in May. The 46-year-old is from Piedmont and will fill the vacancy left by Judge Vaughn Walker. You may remember that Walker is the judge at the center of the Prop 8 trial.
Well, the race for mayor in San Francisco is now over, and the question is, did winner Ed Lee capture 31% of the vote or 61% of the votes?
Okay, for that we have to bring in NBC Bay Area political analyst Larry Gerston. It is so confusing, Larry, with this ranked choice voting. What number you actually add up? You need like a math degree.
Yeah, because the answer in this case is both. Yeah, that's right, both. See, Ed Lee captured 31% of the first place votes, more than any other candidate. However, that was far from the 50% plus one needed for victory. But, courtesy of that ranked choice voting process, the votes for all of the other candidates except second place finisher John Avalos were moved to their second choice. So ultimately giving Lee his majority. Mind you, it took 11 elimination rounds to pull off that trick.
Okay, so it's an easy target, ranked choice voting. It's confusing. Pundits don't like it. There might be an issue to repel it here, but did the system work? It did it not?
Yeah, well, it really depends who you ask, Rush. Look, we know this. Without ranked choice, Lee would have won less than 1/3 of the votes. And that, by the way, is 1/3 of the few who came out to vote, which leads us to another point, and that is that the voting turnout was about 40%, that being the lowest since 1975. And that may be in part because of a survey taken last May, a few months ago, showing 55% of the voters were confused about ranked choice voting. So it would seem someone has got to do some thinking about this process down the road.
All right, let's talk about the process happening right now in the Republican Party on national politics. It seems like the Republican candidates, they keep getting these false starts. Someone gets in the lead, something happens, and they drop.
Yeah, as Alice said about Wonderland, it's getting curiouser and curiouser. You know, in the anybody but Romney movement, first there was Governor Tim Pawlenty, then Michelle Bachmann, then Rick Perry, then Herman Cain, who seemed to implode, by the way, earlier this week with his foreign policy answers. Now the latest challenger is one who's been around for a long time. And of course, that's former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich. Now, polls show him surging about 10 points in the last 10 days. That's quite a jump. Republican race is really tightening up in that sense. But let me tell you something. If, in fact, he does continue this surge, you can bet that a lot of people who suspect Gingrich has his own set of issues will be out to challenge him, because that Republican fight is not going to go down without a lot more contests and a lot more bickering.
They could call it everything old is new again.
Yeah, the new Newt. Thank you, Larry. Still ahead at 6 now. A key ruling involving the woman accused of burglarizing Alex Trebek's hotel room.
Also, porn and violence, a coordinated attack targeting Facebook.
And computer experts speak out about who could be behind a cheating scandal at Santa Clara University and why similar scams may have gone unnoticed at other schools.
Possible more victims in the Penn State child sex abuse scandal. I'm Janelle Wang. Another youth charity linked to Jerry Sandusky. I'll have the latest on the investigation coming up next.
Roundtable, the last honest pizza.
Happy Honda days are finally here, and there are deals.
Whoa, hold on, kill the shtick.